Right, let's dive right into this explainer. We're going to be dissecting exactly how a company that basically manufactures the simple veins and arteries of our infrastructure managed to become a literal 1.39 trillion rupee market titan. We're talking about Polycab India Ltd. You know, it's honestly fascinating how a business built on something as, let's be real, unglamorous and ubiquitous as electrical wires can compound capital at such an extraordinary rate. So today, we're going to break down exactly how they pulled this off, piece by piece, and figure out what it all means for their future. Let's get into it.
Here's the roadmap for today's explainer. First, we'll look at how they're powering India's growth boom. Then, we'll dig into the Polycab business model itself. After that, we'll check out their financials and a really interesting technical breakout. Fourth, we'll scan the horizon for future growth catalysts. Next up, a reality check on their valuation and major risks, before wrapping it all up with the final investor verdict.
All right, Section 1, Powering India's Growth Boom. Let's set the stage here.
To really wrap our heads around the sheer scale of this operation, it helps to rewind a bit. Now, Polycab isn't some flash-in-the-pan startup just riding a hype wave. They were actually founded way back in 1964. But the real crazy acceleration? That happened pretty recently. They went from a relatively quiet, steady history to an absolute blockbuster IPO in 2019, and today they're sitting on a staggering market cap of around 1.39 trillion rupees. They are officially India's undisputed largest manufacturer of wires and cables. The big takeaway here is just the compounding velocity of their recent value creation. It's like a rocket ship taking off.
And what's fueling that rocket ship? Well, it's not just one thing. Multiple distinct economic engines are firing all at once right now. Think about it. You've got India's massive push for urban housing and smart cities, the urgent transition to solar and renewable energy, not to mention a massive manufacturing capex cycle, and the modernization of the entire railway network. All these megatrends converge in one place. And what do they all need? Wires, cables. Every single one of these trends creates an insatiable demand for organized sector electrical solutions, and Polycab is sitting smack in the middle of that massive structural tailwind.
Moving on to Section 2, the Polycab business model. Let's look under the hood.
Now, you might have seen their ads for fans, LED lighting, and home appliances. That's their fast-moving electrical goods segment. It's gotten a lot of hype, but that segment only makes up about 10% of their revenue. The engineering, procurement, and construction business, even smaller, just a tiny 2% slice. The reality is, Polycab is overwhelmingly a wires and cables juggernaut. That's a whopping 88% of the pie. They know exactly what their core competency is, and they absolutely dominate it, while essentially using those appliances as a neat little option for future margin growth.
But how do they maintain that dominance? Well, it's built on a deeply entrenched moat. We're talking about a massive nationwide dealer network with incredibly deep retail penetration. And crucially, they have real ground-level relationships with everyday electricians. The guys actually doing the work are the ones recommending their brand right at the point of installation. That is huge. Combine that with the sheer economies of scale they get from having multiple manufacturing facilities scattered across India, which slashes their procurement and logistics costs, and you've got yourself a fortress. Smaller, unorganized players, there's just no way they can easily replicate that kind of infrastructure.
Okay, let's jump into Section 3, Financials and Technical Breakout. Let's look at the hard numbers.
The growth trajectory here is like a steep staircase. Their revenue has compounded at an unbelievable rate. They jumped from just over 12,000 crore rupees back in FY22 to an absolutely astounding 28,884 crore in FY26. It's pure, relentless operational execution. Year after year, they are just consistently snatching market share away from the unorganized sector.
And I really want to highlight this specific number for you, 29%. That's their revenue growth in FY26 alone. Think about that for a second. From massive, heavy industrial company to be growing its top line by nearly 30% in a single year, that is nothing short of exceptional. It's solid proof that those macro tailwinds we talked about earlier, they aren't just theories. They are actively hitting Polycab's income statement right now. And zooming in on their Q4 FY26 results, that strength totally continues. We're looking at a 26.89% year-over-year jump in sales and a massive 785 crore net profit. They are actively expanding their profitability through those scale advantages we mentioned, plus selling a more premium mix of products. And because they're essentially a cash-generating machine, converting earnings into cash so efficiently, they've actually announced a really healthy dividend hike to 47 rupees per share. This is a pristine balance sheet actively at work.
So, if we shift gears from the fundamentals to the technicals, the momentum is just as compelling. Reddit traders, chart analysts, They are all zeroing in on a classic cup with handle breakout pattern that formed over a 38-day period. It's clearly breaking out on noticeably higher volume. This stock is riding a very strong long-term bullish trend and trading right near all-time highs. Now, quick caveat, the Relative Strength Index, the RSI, is hovering around 74. Usually, anything over 70 flags an asset as technically overbought. So while it shows incredibly strong momentum, it also suggests we might see a slight short-term cool-off.
But the big money is definitely paying attention, which gives that bullish pattern some serious credibility. Foreign institutional investors, the FIIs, have been steadily scooping up shares, increasing their stake from 11.11% in March 2025 all the way up to 18.21% by March 2026. Meanwhile, the promoter holding is just rock solid at over 61%. Honestly, when the smart money starts accumulating at this kind of pace, it acts like rocket fuel for the positive momentum we're seeing in the share price.
All right, Section 4, Future Growth Catalysts. Where do they go from here?
Well, management isn't just sitting back and admiring the view, that's for sure. They are deploying some aggressive capital expenditure under a new initiative they're calling Project Spring. We're talking about rolling out an expected 6,000 to 8,000 crore rupees in capex between FY26 and FY30. That is a massive war chest. It's specifically designed to capitalize on that surging long-term government infrastructure spending, the relentless real estate boom, and a super aggressive pivot into manufacturing specialized solar and industrial cables. Basically, they are building the capacity today for the tsunami of demand they know is coming tomorrow. Which brings us to Section 5, Valuation and Major Risks. Time for a reality check.
We have to talk about the elephant in the room, 50. Right now, Polycab is trading at a price-to-earnings or PE ratio that's sitting comfortably above 50. Simply put, Polycab is absolutely not a cheap stock. The market has literally already priced in an expectation of absolute perfection from them. Investors are paying a massive, steep premium for that long-term growth and market leadership. And what that means is that even a tiny misstep could trigger a pretty sharp correction.
So, if we objectively weigh the two sides, the bull and bear cases are both incredibly compelling. On the bull side, you've got this massive structural electrification cycle in India and the insane operating leverage that comes with Polycab's sheer scale. They're just eating the unorganized sector alive. But the bears, they hit the nail on the head regarding raw material cyclicality. Polycab relies heavily on copper and aluminum, so any wild price swings in those base metals could severely squeeze those highly anticipated margins. And, of course, if the broader economy hits the brakes and infrastructure spending slows down, they're going to feel it directly.
Finally, Section 6, the final investor verdict. Let's bring it all together.
When you look at the whole picture, the fundamental tension for investors is crystal clear. On one hand, Polycab is a dominant, practically flawless leader. They've got a pristine balance sheet, unbelievable cash flow, and a distribution moat that literally takes decades to build. But on the flip side, all of that greatness comes tethered to a very steep valuation premium, constant threats from cyclical commodity prices, and let's not forget, rising competitive intensity. Players like Havels, KI, and RR Cable are all circling, super hungry for that exact same market share.
So what's the ultimate takeaway here? Look, Polycab is undeniably one of India's premier industrial compounders right now, no question about it. But the absolutely vital question you have to ask yourself is, are they priced for perfection? Any future multi-bagger returns are going to depend entirely on their ability to flawlessly execute on these sky-high expectations without a single stumble. Looking at the macro landscape ahead, do you think they can pull it off?